Really super interesting approach, Philip. Very, very interesting. One that I didn't expect. This snuck right up on me when I saw it. I was like, wow, that's an interesting approach. And that's one I did not expect. Let me explain. But first of all, I'd like to make a clarification. The sans serif geometric modern typeface created by Paul Renner in 1927 is called Futura, not Futura. It's Futura. So you're saying future times. I don't know if you did that on purpose or not, but it is Futura. So at any rate, I think that what I was talking about before about what really snuck up on me was the fact that, a lot of students, just about everybody, took this assignment and said, how can I create an offspring typeface based on the strongest attributes of the two parent typefaces? And I think the logical approach there would be to select a sans serif and a serif like you have done, extract the serifs from the serif typeface and add them to the sans serif. And I think we've seen that formula work very well in several different instances. So when I saw that you had basically superimposed one letter form over the other, I'll be honest with you, at first I was a little disappointed. I was like, well, Philip's trying to take a shortcut here, and I wasn't really pleased. I was like, boy, I wish you would have spent some more time. But the more I look at it, the more I see the approach, I thought to myself, this is really a unique approach, and one that you're the only one that has taken this approach. And for that reason, I commend you. I really think it's interesting when you have a group of designers going one way and then another designer going off in a completely different direction. So I completely reassessed my initial thoughts. And I really just want to commend you on your methodology and your development here. In terms of execution, I think there's some areas that could have been done a little bit more expeditiously in terms of mixing and superimposing one typeface over the other. For example, if you take a look at it's a good looking alphabet. It is. There's no question about it. It would definitely be used in a display setting. There's some letter forms I think that just aren't working. Where the D isn't working. It's just simply it's just one over the other. And as we know, this stem right here on the left-hand side of the D is so thick, it's just adding all the way to the left-hand side of that D. So anywhere you place that D is really going to make it appear as though it's off balance. A couple other areas where we see that same phenomenon, the P. And let me see. And then there's a couple of areas that are just, the Z is gorgeous. The Y is really nice looking. The X is a little strange because you can see the angle of the Futura X is different from the angle of the Times X. So I think that's a little bit odd right there. Now, one thing I think is we're seeing a real disconnect here is the fact that you're using Times as the main letter form for as the main body shape for the uppercase letter forms, but you're using Futura as the main body shape for the lowercase, and then adding the Times as kind of that support graphic. So that, I think, adds a real disconnect to the letters themselves, to the comparison between the uppercase and lowercase letters. Posters look fantastic. Really good job on the posters. All right, so good job again. I'm just being honest with you. At first I thought, oh, darn, you're taking shortcuts. But the more I look at it, I'm thinking, wow, this is really a very interesting typeface that you've developed. Okay, great job. Any questions? Let me know. Good job. Thank you.